Welcome to Desert Giant Gaming. This is Jake here with my review of The Garden Between. This was a game I played at PAX East this past year. Really enjoyed what I played of it. I played probably like maybe 4 levels while I was there, maybe more, based on my gameplay that I play with it. So it's a pretty fun little puzzle game. It's about 2 kids, their journey. Most of them, they're playing their treehouse. They get sent this things just like more in their minds is happening. Like them just imagining and going back on memories they had together, and pretty much more to the story of their memories together. So the actual gameplay is there's puzzle games where you kind of you can move forward and back in time, and then you can activate things at certain times, or place things down at certain things and move them around. And there's these little boxes that move around all the time, and you'll see some gameplay. But this thing's constantly moving, which is really cool. It's just a really different puzzle game, a different way of thinking about things. You kind of have to watch where things move to make sure that you're doing things right. There's some really cool puzzles later on that give me a lot of trouble. Overall, the game I had an easy time with it, mainly because I think the first few levels I played at PAX East, so I had trouble then, but here I was a lot easier because I was able to push through them real quickly because I knew what to expect. Overall, I did enjoy the game. They said the art style is great. The little story is fine. It's not like it's a puzzle game. The story's there to kind of move you through the levels and show the progression of the levels. But otherwise, the gameplay is key, and the story is very much secondary. One big problem with it is the game is $20. For the amount of time I played, I maybe beat it in 4 or 5 hours at most. I actually don't know my actual logged completion time. For a $20 game, that's a bit to ask now in this time. This climate right now with games. I would probably have no problem spending $10 to $15 for this game. $20 was a bit steep. I ended up paying $18 at the time. They had to launch the pre-order bonuses on Steam. But that was my big takeaway from this. It's a little bit too expensive for how much quantity gameplay you're saying. Not saying that it's not quality. It's a quality game, quality puzzles, the polish on the game. That's the only thing, is just how much it cost. And unfortunately, that benefit analysis is a game I recommend to people to get on sale. I definitely recommend playing it. I think it's a game that's going to go under the radar a lot, and a lot of people are going to talk about it. But overall, I really enjoyed it. It was a good little experience. I had my wife play with me a little bit, and we had a fun time figuring out some of the later puzzles that were pretty difficult. Some of them were pretty easy, but there's some cool things with elements, and there's one thing with the computer, having to figure out how to work the computer and get the code for it and punching the code in, using the time manipulation thing. It was actually really well done and clever. I wish I could play it. There's more replayability to it too, but there's really not. That's the one I showed to a new friend. So definitely would recommend it, just maybe not buy it full retail. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one, and thanks. Bye.